Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy VI. In our last episode, we made it to the town of Mobley's here, where we found Terra, who unfortunately does not want to come with us because she would rather sit around and mope and be miserable during the end of days. No, actually, she's going through a bit of an emotional crisis, and we can't do a whole lot to help her out. So what we're going to do instead is give her time and her space, and we'll just come back later and see how she's doing then. Also, last time, the legendary sealed monster Fumbaba showed up, and, well, while Terra tried to protect the village, he promptly put the beat down on her and made it quite evident that she really has lost her ability to fight. But that's okay, because we returned the favor and kicked his ass just as easily as he kicked hers. And, yeah, that's where we are today. What we're going to do is... first go over my setup. I changed it back to the way it was prior. Gave the fire knuckle and double earrings back to Sabin, and Celes is essentially the same as she's always been. You do want to hang on to those poison claws though for later. We'll get some more use out of those. Now our only lead... oh, let's go to quick fire dance. Now our only lead is to travel to Nikeah to the far north, because apparently ships are still sailing from there. Now you could walk there, if you so choose, if you're a little behind on levels or spells, which I am not, so, which should be obvious by the way I'm dealing with all these bosses so far. You know, it's really throwing me off guard, killing these bosses so quickly. I don't have time to talk about tactics or strategies or things you can steal or anything like that. They're just falling over so quickly, and I haven't even done, like, any kind of obscene amounts of level grinding. Anyways, I'm lazy, and I don't want to walk, so I'm going to go to Nikeah by way of Chocobo. Because the Chocobo is the noblest of all creatures. I agree. That's why I have a Chocobo tattooed on my body. I really do. It's part of my Final Fantasy sleeve I got going on right now. It's almost done. We're getting there. It's been a lot of fun so far. If you're curious about it, or if you're just interested in seeing what it looks like up to this point, stop by my Facebook page. I have pictures posted there. Also have a Tonberry on there, Cactuar, a Bomb, a Moomba, even Mog is on there. So it's been a lot of fun, and we're almost done. We're getting there. We're getting there. If you are walking though, be careful of these desert areas. You can run into an enemy called, I believe it's Black Dragon, and he's pretty powerful. But if you just go with an Aura Bolt, you should be able to take them out quickly. They're very weak to Holy. And if you look out the window to your right, passengers, you'll see the tower built by the cult of Kefka. Because like all good JRPG villains, if you take over the world, you have to have a cult worshipping you. Absolutely. One thing I really do love about this game is, well, a lot of games back then, or even nowadays, if the world changes as drastically as this one did, usually there's a cinematic, and there's a handful of NPCs that talk about changes, or, you know, whatever. But a lot of times they don't actually give you the option to go and explore those changes for yourself. And in this game, that is not the case. A lot of the locations from the World of Balance that have been altered, we'll actually get to see in the World of Ruin. And I love that. It takes it to a whole new level when you can actually go there yourself and explore. For example, we just took a Chocobo down the Serpent's Trench, which before we had to swim through. Yeah, I know that's not a big change and there wasn't a whole lot going on, but still, I like it. It's a preview of things to come. Okay, new town, which means new stuff to buy. So first things first, let's go to the weapon shop, because we can buy one of my most favorite weapons in the entire game, the Enhancer Sword. We want to get 2 of those, and I will show you why this is one of my favorite weapons. Well, first let's take off the Elemental Sword. The Enhancer gives you magic power plus 7, which you can already tell is going to make your characters ridiculously more powerful than they already are. It's an amazing stat boost. You also get 20% magic block, which if you're playing the original version is also your physical evade. And 151 battle power is pretty good. You know, in its own right, if you're using the fight command, you'll do decent damage. Now, even if you're playing on the Game Boy Advance or iPhone, 20% magic evade that's pretty nice. That's something you don't want to pass up. I highly recommend you pick up that sword. Now, for new armor, we can get access to diamond equipment, and what I want to do is get 2 diamond shields, 1 diamond helmet, and 1 diamond vest. Now, I'll list all these purchases in the video description for you guys, like I usually do. Now, for the diamond vest, I want to give that to Sabin over the power sash. Even though he loses 5 strength, the defense boost is totally worth it. And I'll be using his magical attacks primarily anyways, so losing that strength, not a big deal. Whoops. And for Celes, I want to give her the diamond shield, which is a little better than the gold shield. However, the mystery veil is still much better than the diamond helm, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm not losing speed, magic power, magic defense, and magic evade just for 3 physical defense. Totally not worth it. And you could give her a diamond vest, but again, not worth it. But for a different reason, we'll be getting something better for her in the very near future, so save your money on that. And I'll take a minute off screen to sell all my old access equipment. Which, by the way, hang on to those Gaia gears. We're going to be putting those to use in the future as well. Demons would come for you in your sleep. What is this, Catherine? No. That's that is a freaky game, guys. I highly recommend you play it, though. But even though this guy is traumatized by his nightmares and doesn't want to remember that, we actually do. This is the game's way of letting us know that there's something going on in Doma. So remember that for later. See if they have any new accessories here that I might want to pick up. White capes, yeah, I want to have 4 of those in total. And what else? Sure, we'll pick up a few more Zephyr capes. Why not? I like that accessory. But I won't list those on my shopping list because it's optional. Let's see, is there anyone else that has anything interesting to say? Ah, you do. What kind of obstacle would stop a castle? That's also another hint. Gerard, huh? Never heard of him before. Oh no, sandworms. Hopefully they're not as bad as my last LP. Oh, okay. So your last boss dies and gets replaced by a complete stranger. Okay. He wants his booty. Anyways, to advance the plot here, you have to talk to all of these thieves, much like in Star Tropics, where you have to talk to everybody. Oh, Star Tropics. The Crimson Robbers, huh? Okay, I think they all say the same thing. That's another thing I really do like about this game, is the way it handles the world of Ruin. And hey, is that Edgar? It looks just like him. His clothes are a different color, but I'm sure that's him. Apparently his name is Gerard, the leader of the bandits. No, not another amnesiac. Oh, I guess this isn't Edgar. Do they have another brother? Oh! Hey, I know that finger-wagging pose. Notice how Sabin is completely silent during all of this. That is because recruiting him is completely optional. You do not have to have Sabin in your party when you come to this point. Which leads into what I was about to talk about. One thing I really like about this game is how it handles the world of Ruin. In the world of Balance, you know, they make Terra out to be the main character. All of the events in that game are either centered around her, or they revolve around her in some way. And now that we're in the world of Ruin, that focus has shifted over to Celes, and now Celes appears to be the main character. I like that. It switches things up a bit. Not a lot of RPGs did that back in the day. Another thing this game does very well is... well, the first half of the game, as you guys know, is pretty linear, much like every other RPG. Yeah, there's some exploration, but for the most part, you kind of go wherever the game allows you to go. You know, much like in Final Fantasy 13, how people always called the first half of the game a long, narrow hallway. It's on the second floor of the what? The what? You're not going to tell us, are you, old man? And the second half of Final Fantasy 13, when you reach Grand Pulse, is completely the opposite. Literally, a whole new world is open up to you, and you can do anything in any order you want to, almost, and the exploration is vast. And I think that's a tribute to this game. By the way, over here we get a Phoenix down, because now that we're in the world of Ruin, we're going to be able to do things in any order that we want to. But that's okay, because the game will sprinkle hints here and there, like Doma or Figaro Castle, and you'll see more of that as we progress through the world of Ruin, and I like that, you know. It allows you to explore and do things at your own pace. You're not dictated to follow a set path, and you're actually given choice. What a concept! Another concept is, now that we are far enough into the game, do you guys remember way back when I told you not to pick up certain treasures because they'll become better items later on? Well, that time is now. So let's take a look at see what we have here. We have a tent and a remedy. Awesome. I think last time those were a green cherry and a soft. Over here we get an elixir, and we might put that to use one day. We also picked up a Phoenix down from the far north. And I think this is the last one over here, the X potion. Let's see, we can get a gold lance here if we want to, but I mean, it's only 4 points better than... oh shit, wrong button. I didn't mean to do that. It's only 4 points better than the Enhancer, but it doesn't have all those really good bonuses, so yeah, I'm not a fan of the Gold Lance. In all honesty, viewers, you can pick it up if you want to. Now, in South Figaro, we have access to the Diamond Armor, which is better than the Diamond Vest, which is why I did not buy one for Celes like 2 minutes ago. But I do want to pick up 2 of these. And give one of those to her. Yeah, that's a nice boost in defense. Alright, so let's see how things are going in South Figaro. Yeah, that's the spirit. Why is it rightfully yours? You were arrested for being a thief. You have no claim on what's considered royal treasure. Huh? You don't look like a thief. You're dressed like a noble. Well, it looks like even though the world is coming to an end, at least some people have ambition and, you know, they're trying to stay positive. What is your hometown? You're not going to tell us that either, are you, game? Are you still a traitorous bastard? Here's Johnny! No. Although he's just as maniacal as Johnny. and you say nothing new. Okay. Do the kids have anything new to say? I don't remember. I normally don't talk to them. Ah, yeah. Keep this in mind. Or not. I could be talking out of my ass. Pay no attention, viewers. Magitech armor. We haven't heard about those in a while. It's too bad we'll never see those again. Nope. We'll never see a suit of Magitech armor again. Souvenir of the Empire. Yeah, there you go. Duncan's alive? What? But Vargas, his son, killed him. Oh, he's just north of Narsh. Well, how do you know that? Well, keep that in mind for later. That is... oh man, that is some good news, finally. Well, we've had good news so far, but that's even more good news. Can we give you some more cider? By the way, that's a sly censoring for alcohol. A lot of games did that back in the day. And I find that funny because one of my good friends is always drinking cider. And every time she says that, I think of this game. Oh, yeah, I want to talk to those guys over there. What are they doing in the woods anyways? But yeah, not a whole lot is going on here in South Figaro. Nothing's gonna stop you from what? I don't know what they are talking about. You got me on that one, viewers. If you know... oh, whoops. If you know what they're talking about, or what that scene is about in general, let me know. Maybe it's different in newer translations. I honestly can't remember for the life of me what they're talking about. But let's check out the cafe. Unzipped. Well, you are a working girl. Time is money. Let's go. Chop chop. Well, they probably suffocated, I would imagine. I mean, I've never been stuck under a desert, but wouldn't it be kind of like quicksand, where you're underground and there's no air? Aww. Yeah, she probably died, but we can't leave a crazy idea like killing children in an RPG. Nope, gotta censor that. Hey, hey, Gerard. Huh? Help who? No use. Well, looks like it's time to storm the castle. Let's see, we got weapons and armor. We're good to go there. Yeah, I think we're all set and ready to go. Although the game doesn't really tell you where to go, you can assume that the cave to South Figaro is still there. And it is. Hey, is that Siegfried? Oh, how nice of you. Wait a minute. What are you gonna do to them? You hit me for like 2 damage. Anyways. Now these treasure boxes. Oh, a lot of new enemies here. Neck hunters, crawlers, and humpties. Best thing to do against these guys is go with Fire Dance because they are weak to fire. Now the neck hunters down there can use an attack called Mad Sickle, which will confuse you. So you want to try and take them out as quickly as you can. But pretty straightforward, nothing too special. Just go with Fire Dance or Fire 2 and you'll be fine. Let's see, this one, yes. Now we get an ether instead of a tincture, alright. Ah, new enemy here, Dante. I believe he can rasp this guy to death. If not, a good Aura Bolt should be enough to take him out. Yeah. Whichever you prefer. He doesn't have too much HP. You know what, let's go with Sabin first. Just in case this guy counters with Mad Sickle. Alright, Celes gained a level. Now, what I want to do is, now I want to give her the Fenrir Magicite to start working on X-Zone. 8,000 to level, yeah, she should be able to learn that before she levels up. If not, I'll keep an eye on it periodically and switch her to Zone Seek before she levels. Now over here we get another hero ring. Yes, very nice. That is why I told you to leave that chest for now, because the hero ring is very much worthwhile. I mean, heck, that's only the second one we've seen so far. And it is one of the best accessories in the game. I suppose I can go ahead and give that to Sabin, just in case I do want to use... No, I won't be using the physical blitz with him, even if it is a single target. Aura Bolt is just so much more powerful. Uh-oh. Well, the exit is sealed. Aw, who's a good turtle? Who's a good turtle? How did you keep... never mind. Huh? Siegfried? What is he doing here anyways? Neck hunters. Oh, there's that attack I was talking about. Yeah, this is... Oh, that works out perfectly. Thank you. I was going to say this is really bad. But no, all is well. Now, unfortunately, we can no longer use the spring here for full recovery, but we can jump on the turtle. Yeah, just like that little girl in South Figaro told us about. Okay, we're back. Normally I would curse people for calling me while I was recording, but in this instance, it's a good thing they did because I had completely lost track of time. So yeah, this is a good time to call this video quits. When we come back next time, we'll continue to go through the South Figaro cave, chasing after the... Well, we're not really chasing them, but we're more like trailing them. The group of thieves as they try to infiltrate South Figaro Castle. But what awaits us at the castle? And what about Edgar? And Siegfried? What's going on? All shall be revealed next time. Until then, you guys have a good day, take care, and thank you for watching.